Hey, welcome back everybody. It's I with I Will Play. Today we're going to focus on the experience spider farm. Now you can get a lot of string that you can turn into wool, that you can dye a lot of different colors, you can make bows, etc. out of string. But the big thing that we're looking for here is experience, especially for a beginner player. A lot of these tutorials that you find when it comes to spawner farms are on other types of mobs and not necessarily the spiders, because the spiders are more difficult to make a farm from. So I'm going to focus on that one. That's typically the one that you're going to run into the most often. You're going to hear spiders all over when you're caving or when you're down inside of areas where you're digging. When you hear a lot of those spiders or when you run into a lot of spiders, that typically means that you're by a spider spawner. So I'm going to show you how to take over that spawner, how to turn it into an actual spider XP farm so you can get a ton of experience. And we're going to do it all without using any redstone, without using any sandstone, just some really easy things you can get right at the very beginning of the game. All right, guys, let's go. Now, I know there's a spider farm up in here because I can hear them and I can see them. And so I'm going to have to break into that, clear it out, and we'll see what we get when we go inside. So I'm going to place a torch in here to kind of see what's going on. Oh, yeah. For sure, spider farm in there. It looks like there's a couple of chests as well right next to each other. Let's break in there and find out what we got going on. Okay, we'll get up in here. We'll kill all these spiders. They're going to keep spawning like crazy, but let's kill a lot of the original spawning spiders. Okay, as soon as you get inside of here, you want to make sure that you put torches directly on the spawner itself. It's kind of a weird little spawner room. Usually they're a little bit bigger. Usually they have cobblestone on all four sides. And typically these chests are on one side or the other, or both, but never next to each other. Guess I can never say never. This farm has them like that. Let's go back in here just a little bit and clear out some of these. A lot of them hanging out right up in there. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more spiders that have. Yes, there is. All back in here stuck. Let's kill them all. And they're going to keep going. Well, we might as well go back and kill all of them real quick. They're everywhere! They've been spawning back in here for quite a while, evidently. Look at all these stinking spiders. Alright, let's plug this hole right here. And give this a little bit more light so you can see what we're dealing with. Oh my gosh. Alright, well they like to stick to ceilings, so we should not too close to them. Start swinging when you walk in. Let's clear these all out. Okay, I can still hear more. Yep, there we go. This looks like it's the end of the tunnel. Okay. Good deal. I can still hear more spiders, so there's somewhere else where they went. We just want to make sure that we are clear in the area that we're actually in so that we don't have a whole bunch of spiders sneaking up behind us and killing us while we're building this spider farm. Alright. We're looking really clear. Spiders may be other places because I can still hear them. Okay, so you want to put torches on the outside of the spawner so that it doesn't spawn any more mobs out. They could randomly spawn a few out here, but we're not going to worry about them. We can take care of those. We just killed a whole bunch of spiders. So we want to go 4 blocks out from the outside edge of the spawner, itself. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go ahead and block this off. We don't want to be dealing with any more spiders or anything else out there. Okay, so just putting a wall up there real quick. Don't let it get too dark in here, or it's going to start spawning a bunch of mobs. So we want to go 4 out in all 4 directions. Okay, so we'll go out into there. Go out to there. And 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side as well. Okay, now we got all 4 sides. This is a good clearance at the top of here. It's actually 3 blocks. That's fine. We're going to want to go 4 below this as well. But let's dig out the rest of this. You can dig it out into a pyramid type or into a diamond type look. That's the way that things actually spawn on bedrock. But because it's early in the game and this is a starter farm, let's just go ahead and do 4 all the way around. So that we have pretty much a 9x9 box. Okay, you can make this pretty if you want. Some people like to make it a lot prettier and make all the blocks match. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to make sure that I take care of a 9x9 box, which is what we have right now. Now we're going to want to build 4 below. You don't want to put your torches up too high up in here, because later you're going to need to knock those down. So just put them about even with the spawner itself, so that later on when you reach up, you're not going to have to reach up 10 blocks or dig something all the way up to the top again. Let's put them right about in there. That will work. And let's continue to dig so that we are 4 blocks below. Getting a little bit dark, so we'll throw down a couple more torches down here maybe. We're pretty much dug out. Let's clean this up just a little bit. About as high as the actual farm itself. You're going to want to have like an AFK area where you can sit for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it is, to let the mobs build up a little bit. So for now, I like to just build a little tunnel that goes in a little ways. 3 sounds about good. Okay. We're in luck. This actually builds out towards where we had already built anyways, so we have some torches in there. If there's not already torches, make sure you put some torches as you build your way up into this area. Now this is built where we're going to need a water source so that we can continue to use these water buckets without having to go a long distance. So it's 1 deep and 3 wide is all you need. Bit of water on one side, a water on the other side. We now have a permanent water source. You can grab as many buckets of water as you want. You can see that it replenishes itself. We're going to want to place the water up against, again, this is where I'm going to have the AFK spot. I'm going to put my kill room actually back in this corner, back over there, so it's close to the AFK spot. So I want the water to flow from this wall back to this wall. So I'm going to go 2 blocks high. Start there. We're going to need to go all the way down that wall. So we'll just keep on going back and forth to the water source. And putting these 2 blocks high all the way down the length of this wall. After you put the final bucket, go back and fill that bucket back up from your water source so that we still have 2. Awesome. Okay, now this back wall, we're going to dig this out 3 high and 2 deep. So 3 high and 2 deep. Now we're going to take this down 1 more block so we can put a water source in there. So dig it 1 deeper. Okay, we'll count these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so on the 9th block, we're going to dig 1 more deeper again. Again, build this 3 blocks high. And we're going to want to go a total of 8 blocks. So right now I have 2 dug out. I want 6 more. Now this is to pull the mobs away from the farm itself so that more mobs can spawn inside of the farm. If there's already mobs sitting down in here and they're not leaving from around the spawn radius, then the farm's not going to spawn a whole lot of extra spiders. We want it spawning as many spiders as possible while we're up here in the AFK area. That way, as we're pulling all these spiders out, we'll be able to come down and have a ton of them after the short AFK and be able to kill them all for a lot of experience. Okay, great. That's 8 blocks. Now we're going to dig a 3 high block 2 deep. And we're going to go 2 more deep with a 3 high block. And we're going to go ahead and dig this 1 more down now that we're on this back side. And we're going to place our chests. Okay, so it forms a double chest directly underneath that. Then we're going to crouch and place both the hoppers just as such. Okay, let's go back up here and let's place water there. And we're going to put a water next to it on the side right there. Okay, that'll push all the spiders down and they'll fall into this next spot. So we'll get more water from the water source. You can remake a water source if you choose to make it closer, but that one will do for now. The kill room we can make really as big as you want it to be. I like to go 3 high. You can build it out. Couple more wide or 3 more wide maybe. It's really up to you. You can put chests in here. You can put whatever it is that you want to have in this area to either hold more items or decoration or decorate it. I like to have a little bit more room behind me than this. So I'm going to build out or take out a couple more blocks in the back as well. Some people are comfortable with just a small like 2x2 area. That's a little too claustrophobic for me. So I need to have it a little bit more open. We're going to put another water here. And another water right there. Again, both are facing actually towards the block in the back, not towards the side block. And we were pushing the water directly down here. Now this is where we're going to be able to kill the spiders. So you can put a couple of glass blocks directly there so you can see them. And this is where you'll be able to hit them. Right there. Okay, so you'll be able to kill them. Everything that dies will fall into, except for you'll get the experience, all the drops. Some of them will land on you, but most of them will land on top of these 2 hoppers. You can dig this out 1 additional block if you'd like so that you have better access to the chest. Really up to you. It'll also allow you to look up kind of more at an angle if you'd like to kill everything like that. Now we're going to build our way back to the AFK room. Go ahead and fill this up. We're going to want to be, like I had mentioned before, about the same height as the spawner itself. Here I like to put in a couple glass so I can actually see everything that's happening. So I can make sure that there are mobs spawning. And you can make this bigger if you'd like. Again, it's really up to you on what you want to be able to see or not see. So what I do is I just sit up here next to this glass. You can AFK for 5 minutes, 10, 15, half an hour, however long you want. You'll be able to create a lot of spiders inside this area. They'll all get pushed down in that lower area. When you go down in there, because you're on survival, they'll all be pulling towards your location at the bottom where you'll be able to kill them with your sword. So after the AFK, you'll just come down here and stand right in here or down in this spot and just whack away at them. Okay, so for now, we want to go ahead and take out all those torches. So let's just knock out a little bit of wall right here. Get inside and pop all these torches down. Don't pop the torches down if you can with your pickaxe. Do it with something else that is not likely to, maybe like a rock or a stone or something like that. You do not want to accidentally take out the spawner itself. It's very easily killed when you have enchantments and things on your pickaxe, on your diamond pickaxe. And last, we're going to knock the torches off. I need to build this up just a little bit, do a couple jump builds so that I can knock the top one off. Some people say that you need to keep 2 or 3 blocks built on top of this spawner. Spiders move around so much, it's, you know, maybe it improves it by 2% or 3% for what we're doing here. Not important. This is not an advanced, super efficient, most efficient farm in all of Bedrock. So, okay, we got spiders. Just come back down to your tunnel area. Fill it back up. Before you knock out that last torch, let's make a couple of slabs. It doesn't matter what kind you make. Whatever you are okay with looking at. And you put these slabs directly underneath the glass here. Okay, this will keep the spiders from being able to come through. All right, let's knock these torches out so it's not so light in there. That's going to help increase the spawn rate quite a bit. There we go. Now it's pitch black in there. Now I'm going to block the light off from here as well for right now. Give it 5 minutes and see how we do. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. Let's take a look and see how we're doing in here. Hard to see. It's hard to see how many are in there, but let's go down here and see how we're doing after 5 minutes. 17 levels of experience. There's quite a few down here, actually. This is good. I know that if you wait half an hour or however long you wanted to wait, you definitely get a lot more. I think that we're going to do one small improvement to this, actually. And we're going to put an extra block. Yeah, let's improve this now. This needs to be fixed just a little bit. I'm going to put an extra block. Right here. All the way back, all the way down. Okay. Got the extra block there. I should help out a ton. And again, if we darken this up and give it 1 minute to see how much improvement we got from that, let's take a look. All right, there we go. That's a lot more than before. If you do wait half an hour, this whole thing will fill up pretty quick. I've waited an hour before and had it so full that it was pretty ridiculous and took me forever to kill them all. But there is quite a few in there. Let's take a look and see how we've done for loot. Alright, so we have a stack and a half of string and a little bit over a stack of spider eyes. Pretty darn good considering originally when I killed these we ended up with a couple stacks of string and maybe a stack and a half of spider eyes. A lot can come of these. The key is to staying AFK for a period of time to allow these to really fall out of here and keep it nice and dark inside. But pretty simple experience farm. We can, maybe we'll do another update in the future, do an advanced where we actually look at making this better and doing some adjustments to it. You can do some redstone things. You can put a cap on top with some water to push everything off the spawner itself to pull it down. You can make this 3 wide to potentially pull in more mobs. There's a lot of things you can do to make this more efficient and to have it bring in a lot more for you. But for now, it works. It'll be a good experience farm for a brand new player. It'll certainly bring you in a lot of string that you can turn into wool or use it as string itself to make bows or whatever else you may want to choose. Alright guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please press the like button. Please subscribe if you've not already subscribed yet. I really appreciate every single one of my subscribers. Please comment if you'd like any changes, have any questions, or want anything else for me to focus on. Alright, take it easy guys.